It is yet another Friday where you get to join us for the latest news updates only on Hope TV Newswatch. A very good evening to you and welcome to the broadcast. My name is Gloria Musimbi and on the sign language interpretation is Boniface Murithi. Now, making headlines, President William Ruto has suffered a major blow after the Court of Appeal declined to suspend orders barring the state from deducting housing levy from Kenyans. The housing levy therefore remains suspended as declared by the High Court. Ruto has maintained that Kenya Kwanza's affordable housing programs will continue as planned despite opposition and roadblocks that may come along the way. The president made the remarks during his development tour of Meru County shortly after the Court of Appeal upheld the ruling of the High Court which declared the levy deductions as unconstitutional. As Grace Ahati now reports, Ruto has continued to defend the implementation of the program, highlighting its potential to create thousands of jobs for Kenyan youth, particularly in the construction sector.
President William Ruto's affordable housing plan has hit a major setback after the Court of Appeal declined to extend a suspension on the High Court's ruling declaring the housing levy unconstitutional. The decision throws the program's funding and future into uncertainty while sparking renewed debate about its merits and challenges. The ruling was delivered by a bench of 3 judges, Lydia Achode, John Mativo and Mwaniki Gashoka, who maintained the High Court's finding that the levy imposed through a Finance Act amendment lacked a proper legal framework and violated several constitutional provisions. This comes as a severe blow to the program, which relies heavily on the 1.5% levy collected from salaried workers. The levy, which is a key funding source for the program, has been a point of contention since its inception, facing opposition from both the public and a section of the legal fraternity.
Wangapi wanasema tumuunge mkono rais wetu?
Responding to the ruling, the president, undeterred by the legal challenges and mounting criticism, likened the program's public support to the will of God and vowed to press on.
We have a deliberate plan on how to transform our nation, and no amount of court cases is going to derail our plan to change Kenya, because the plan and the transformation of Kenya has been delayed for many years by vested interest and corruption and people who do not have a plan on how to take Kenya forward.
Addressing Meru residents during his development tour of the area, President Ruto passionately defended the program, highlighting its potential to create thousands of jobs for Kenyan youth, particularly in the construction sector.
Mamilioni wanahangaika madukani vijijini kwa sababu wamemaliza shule lakini hakuna mpango ya vile watapata ajira. It is the first time in the Republic of Kenya that we have an administration that has a clear, demonstrable, practical plan on how to create job opportunities for the young people of Kenya, because we have millions of young people posing existential threat to our republic unless we do something about their employment.
However, with the program's legal fate hanging in the balance, salaried Kenyans can now breathe a sigh of relief as the contentious levy collection remains on hold. Critics of the program have at the same time continued to raise concerns, arguing that the levy is a burden on already strained households and question the transparency and efficiency of the program's management. Azimio's ODM party thanked the Court of Appeal for standing with the people of Kenya on the controversial issue of housing levy, saying the ruling is victory for Kenyans. Reporting for Hope TV Newswatch, I'm Grace Ahati.
Still on legal matters, the High Court has once again postponed delivery of judgment in the case where Joseph Irungu, alias Joey, and former TV News anchor Jackie Maribe are charged with the murder of businesswoman Monica Kimani. Joey was in court for delivery of the verdict, while Maribe was reported ill, forcing Justice Grace Nzioka to schedule the ruling to March 15, 2024. Our very own reporter Nelias Wanjiru with more details.
The High Court has postponed delivery of judgment in the case where Joseph Irungu, alias Joey, and former TV News anchor Jackie Maribe are charged with the murder of businesswoman Monica Kimani. The two are charged with offense murder contrary to Section 203 as read with the Section 204 of the Penal Code, the particulars of which are at the night of 19th September 2018 and on time at Lamuria Gardens apartment Kitale Lane off Dennis Prit Road in Kilimani area murdered Monica Nyawira Kimani. On the October 9th, 2018, they both appeared before Justice Jesse Lasit, who deferred their plea, taking to the 15th day of October 2018 to enable the second accused undergo mental assessment. Later on this year, the court ruled that the accused were found guilty and were set to wait for the ruling that was scheduled to take place on October 6, 2023, but deferred later by Lady Justice Grace Njiziokas, who was reported to be ill. A new date was set, but delivery of the verdict was once again put off to January 26, 2024.
From where I sit, I'm unlikely to deliver this judgment virtually for several reasons. There was no provision made for virtual delivery today. And two, if you tell me you are unwell, I really do not know where you are as I'm delivering a judgment. And a judgment is court proceedings. The integrity thereof must be maintained, preserved.
In a virtual submission, the judge told the parties in the case that 3 gunny bags of exhibit were submitted to her and she would need more time to pursue them. The said exhibit include items such as clothing, bottles, among others. While postponing the delivery of judgment after Maribe's lawyer, Katwak again told the court that his client was ill, Justice Nzioka asked the state to provide medical evidence on the reason for her absence.
We all know probably 1 or 2 things happened after the last adjournment. And so it just explains the anxiety the parties have to have this judgment delivered. And in fact, appreciating that anxiety, I can tell you, is taken me nothing less than the entire time from the time we left this court to today. I'll not tell you up to what time I did proofreading of this judgment, but I saw the following day of the other day. So I am saying that I appreciate, I understand the anxiety the parties have. It's well-founded.
Nelly Swanjiru reporting for Hope TV Newswatch.
The High Court has halted the National Security Council from deploying police officers to Haiti. Delivering the judgment at the Milimani Law Court, High Court Judge Chacha Mwita declared the proposed deployment unconstitutional, null and void. He said the National Security Council, which is chaired by the President, has no legal mandate to deploy police officers under the law, adding that it can only do so with the Kenya Defence Forces. In October last year, National Security Council petitioned Parliament to approve the deployment, but in line with Article 240, Section 8 of the Constitution, Parliament could only approve any deployment of national security forces outside the country.
The manner currently intended for deployment of police officers is unconstitutional, null and void. The court has emphasized that if any deployment is to happen, then it has to respect Section 107, 108, and 109 of the National Police Service Act. The original intention went through the National Security Council. The court has said that the National Security Council cannot deploy police officers. The National Security, it has to respect Section 107, 108, and 109, which requires that we have an agreement, a reciprocal agreement with Haiti. We have to have that gazetted, and then the request has to go to Parliament for approval. So without that, the deployment cannot continue.
When we were doing the Constitution, writing this Constitution, we renamed it from a police force to a police service. And in fact, it's a government parastatal called KIPRA that actually undertook a detailed investigation on why we must change the name of the police force before the new constitution to a police service so that it can serve here. And you know, I like to give factual examples. I come from a place called Capedo. Maybe many of you have heard about Capedo. It's a battleground. You know, people being killed every other day. There is no enough police service there. So really, what wisdom could possibly have driven President William Ruto to make that roadside declaration that Kenya police, who are very inadequate in our own country, could be deployed to another country, to a gangster, to a gangland, basically. So I think I'm very happy that the judge has outlawed that declaration. He has also clearly stated that, processes must be followed.
And ahead of the planned demonstrations expected to take place in various parts of the country tomorrow, Saturday, 27th January 2024, against the rising cases of femicide, a section of female gospel musicians say the matter is an issue of national concern that should be addressed thoroughly. Feminists peacefully protested today in Nyeri and are expected to proceed to Nairobi on Saturday. According to Feminists in Kenya movement, permits have been confirmed for most counties, including Nairobi. Among the counties that will participate in the anti-femicide peaceful protest are Nairobi, Kisumu, Mombasa, Nakuru, Kilifi, Machakos, Busia and Nyeri. Femicide cases in the country remain high following the recent killing of socialite starlet Wahoo and university student Rita Waene. Investigations into the circumstances surrounding their gruesome murders are still ongoing.
As a mother, it's a very, very sad issue. I don't know if the problem, I don't know how we got there, because I think it's kind of like, it's not new, but it's more at this particular time. And you can't really pinpoint where it's coming from, whether it's coming from our family setups where our parents are not having much time with their girls, or they are not, the mentorship is not there, whether from family or other places where the girls need mentorship, or it's coming through the reality of life has become difficult and everybody is trying to, the girls are really trying to find themselves doing things that get them into problems. But it's a problem we have, and it is very sad. As a mother, I feel very, very, very sad for the parents who have lost their children.
I think each and every one of us, God has created us and has given us potential and ability and talents to do exploits. So identify your talent and try your best to work on it. We are wired differently. You don't really need to depend on someone to get money in order to uplift yourself. So I think most women, that what is happening in the nation is very saddening. It's very sickening. Just to see girls dying at a very young age, we are losing them at a very high rate. But I will urge musicians to really, or women, to really get out of their comfort zone. There are facilities, there are avenues where women get financed to start off businesses. So let's embrace courage and do what seems impossible.
That story takes us to a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more news updates.
Hello there, praise the name of the Lord. My name is Evelyn Wanjiro. To get Naiwe Maombi as your skiza tune, SMS skiza 88300022 to 811. Hope Skiza, spreading the hope.
Africa International University takes pride in being at the forefront of producing Christ-centered leaders, transforming Africa and the world. At AIU, we lead, we innovate, we inspire, and we are a family bound by a common goal of transforming the world. There is no better time to think about your career transformation in an international community. Our intakes are in January, May, and September and are currently ongoing. Embark today on an exciting and life-building academic journey by enrolling in our diverse certificates, diplomas, bachelor's, postgraduates, master's, or PhD programs. Africa International University, a university in the heart of Africa, with Africa on its heart.
Welcome back. And Transport and Infrastructure Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen has challenged key players in the transport sector and the government to be innovative to ensure a quality and sustainable road network. According to Murkomen, the current funding models, including the road maintenance levy, will no longer be sufficient even as the Kenyan National Highways Authority (KENHA) continues with the road development and maintenance agenda. Murkomen was speaking at an event where the KENHA launched its strategic plan 2023 to 2027, as Abigail Namude reports.
Maybe just to emphasize there that if you think about the enormous resources required to implement this project, and what the DG told us is about 700 billion shillings. He pointed out that about 99 billion shillings will go to the PPP projects. I opine that it will be more than that. We will need to do more than that to make sure that we can achieve this objective. I want to challenge you, DG, and the management and the board, that you must be ready to make bold decisions. And I will help you make those decisions because I am ready to assist you to make those decisions. We are saying that we want to dual and expand and toll the road, the northern corridor from Mombasa to Malaba. We will have to be bold to do so. But we must also look for strategic business partners who are willing to take greater responsibility. The template is already there with what we did with the expressway. Now it's about what we need to do to improve on that template and provide a road network that is sustainable in terms of financial management, but also it's affordable by the people of Kenya. Understandably, of course, expressway is a bit more expensive because of the immense investment that has been put to navigate around an urban area. Now it's for you people, if there is nothing else I should say in this meeting, is that for Kenya to think through how we shall be able to toll more roads beyond that which you've listed in the table 7, 3, and 4, to make sure that we achieve greater road network in the country, even if it means to, in this period of the strategic plan, that we make sure that we develop it. And I have suggestions. One, I believe that we can toll the road from Athi River to Namanga, that it is possible to toll it and expand and toll it. I believe that it is possible to toll the road from Galeria to Rongai to Ngong and back to Karen Shopping Center. I believe that it's possible to get an investor to expand and toll.
In a bid to resolve long-standing land disputes in the Mwea settlement scheme, the government is urging litigants to opt for alternative dispute resolution (ADR). Embu County Commissioner Jack Obuo says inclusive talks involving residents, interest groups and political leaders is key. The move follows rising anxiety in Washoro, Riakanao, Karaba and Makima areas amid rumors of outsiders claiming land. Brian Mugambe reports.
In a bid to bring an end to the long-standing land disputes in the Mwea settlement scheme, the government is advocating for alternative dispute resolution (ADR) in the court cases related to the controversial land. Embu County Commissioner Jack Obuo has expressed the government's commitment to resolving the decades-old land problems through inclusive talks. Addressing a security baraza at Makima Market, Obuo emphasized the importance of involving litigants, residents, interest groups, and political leaders in the negotiation process.
Tuko na various cases in court. Na the Act ya Judicial Service Act inakubali kuwa na ADR. Sisi tutaketi, tuta-advise the Regional Security Committee na governor wetu on modalities tutafute mbinu ya kujumuisha kwanza, first and foremost, the community where Mwea land is situated.
In response to queries about the delayed start of the Land Control Board appointed and Gazette in 2023, Obuo clarified that the board needed thorough orientation on the sensitive areas in the 2 wards to avoid exacerbating existing land issues. Amidst growing anxiety in Wasoro, Riakanau, Karaba, and Makima adjudication areas, where rumors of strangers claiming land surfaced in December, Obuo reassured residents that there are no plans to evict them from their homes.
Kila mtu ambaye ako hapa ako na haki ya kuishi hapa, kwa sababu hii mashamba wakati iligawa na gawa hatukuhusishwa, hakukuwa na public participation. Sisi tunataka public participation, bwana commissioner, kwa uongozi wako tuitwe hapa Makema, tukuje tukae chini, tuseme shamba itapewa nani, wale wako huko kwanza wapewe mashamba. Kutoka hapo tuangalie Makema, ile kijana ambaye ako na kitambulisho na ako na pipi apewe shamba. Tuangalie yule msichana amerudi nyumbani na ako na watoto apewe shamba.
Tensions in Mwea and Makema wards stem from the 2016 allotments, which resulted in rioting in 2018 due to perceived unfair land allocations. Local leaders, including MCAs Philip Nzangi and Job Itumo, conveyed peaceful intentions and desire for an amicable resolution to the land problems during discussions with the county commissioner.
Where is the logic? Ukuje bwana county commissioner uondoe hawa watu wote, uwaondoe mahali wanaishi, ulete wengine wapya. Hiyo logic inanishinda. And then somebody says tuende kotini, sijui tuka. We will not go there now. We will use the officers that you have on the ground to come and listen and even advise the courts.
So county commissioner, solution, fuata maneno ya consent. The mistake was made by a government officer. How can we correct the mistake that was made 7 years ago, that was 2016-2014, na ilifanywa kwa ukora?
This marks a crucial step toward fostering dialogue and finding peaceful resolutions to the complex land issues in the Mwea settlement scheme. Brian Mugambi, Hope TV Newswatch.
I've actually been trying to find a balance. It's been really tough and hectic, but everyone says once you get a hang of it, it becomes better, and I don't know, but I'm hoping to find a balance because it's really been hectic. But you've been in the job industry for a long time, so I think you would know better. Sindio?
Huh? What time is it? I need to catch up on Leadership Forum. Did they have a radio here? Never mind. I brought my own.
No way. You can't be serious. Wait, why do you have a radio and you can just catch up with the shows on Hope FM podcasts?
Really? Even Meet of the One?
Yeah. I mean, you can find them on whatever platform, name it. AfriPods, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you name it.
But I'm not subscribed on any of them.
Oh, no worries. You can just check out the latest episodes on hopemediakenya.org.
You can now listen to select Hope FM programs on your favorite podcast streaming platform or directly on our website, www.hopemediakenya.org. Listen and live.
On local business news, West Pokot County has more than 3,000 registered beekeepers who turn from pastoralism as an alternative source of income. This follows the signing of a memorandum of understanding between the West Pokot County government and Kerio Valley Development Authority (KVDA) in Kapenguria to boost sustainable development in the county and address crucial issues spanning food security to climate change in the region. Our reporter Regan Muturi has more.
Beekeepers in West Pokot County are eyeing a windfall as they are set to start exploring acacia honey to the United States of America. The beekeepers in North Pokot sub-county generate 60 million shillings from 120 tons of honey annually. The new venture that has helped many people for income to check on cattle rustling is aimed at promoting pastoralists and diversifies farming in the semi-region as the county has more than 3,000 registered beekeepers. This came after the signing of a memorandum of understanding between the West Pokot County Government and Kerio Valley Development Authority on Thursday in Kapenguria to boost sustainable development in the county and address crucial issues spanning food security to climate change in the region.
As we all know, KVDA has been a great partner of West Pokot since 1979 in many areas of collaboration, especially in agriculture, in the water sector, and also the issue of trade, and also enhancing peace and security in the larger North Rift. As we know, we have a mandate as a KVDA, but today we have come together this morning to sign a memorandum of understanding on areas of closer collaboration.
The MOU will also foster collaboration for sustainable development programs in county through upscaling fish value chain, especially in Takwel Dam, undertake climate change mitigation and conservation programs, including soil conservation, promote modern and commercially viable climate-smart agriculture, water harvesting and storage for agricultural activities, and domestic use and build capacity for local beekeepers and artisans.
And that's why we want to collaborate more by signing this MOU which we have done this morning, so that the county government and KVDA can enhance their collaboration by sharing to see to that all those areas of development we collaborate together, so that officers from the county government can work hand in hand with KVDA so that they can be able to enhance all those areas that I have said. For the bigger picture, because we are serving the same people of West Pokot, and we want to see to that issue of food security.
West Pokot Governor Simon Kachapin that is on promoting beekeeping and fish value chains, climate change mitigation, modern agriculture, water infrastructure development, trade and peace building, with KVDA Managing Director Samina Poros stating that the pure natural honey has made new inroads into the American market, enhancing earnings for beekeepers in the semi-arid region.
Especially for the perennial crops such as mango. So they have done a lot in West Pokot. They are now in the process of launching the phase 3 of Weiwei irrigation scheme and revival of many irrigation schemes in West Pokot. Lomut is among them, and also seeing to that they innovate infrastructural developments in Takwel. And we know for a long time Takwel has been an area of interest where many visitors, tourists go to see the attractions that are there.
He rightly said that we serve the same people and the same region, and we think that we can leverage on the capacity of the county government in terms of the extensive network and the technical capacity to be able to support farmers who we currently work with and support the water infrastructure. Currently we are doing about 40 water infrastructures in this particular region.
Other programs are diversification of income-generating activities to provide alternative sources of income to youth and women with specific initiatives, establishment of mango orchards, tree nurseries, small-scale irrigated farming, pasture seed production, joint peace initiatives, and resource mobilization for programs. Regan Mudhuri, Hope TV, Newswatch.
Thank you, Regan, for the report. And elsewhere, over 5,000 residents of Lamu County will benefit from improved maternal health care services after the Safaricom Foundation handed over maternity equipment worth 4.2 million to CU Dispensary. Lamu Governor Esa Timami, who received the equipment, has expressed gratitude and noted that the partnership is a move that will boost the health sector in the county and benefit Lamu residents.
Kwa mradi huu utawapa watu huduma na huduma zitakaokuwa hapa, nataka ni clarify mapema. Kwa sasa hapa maeneo haya ya Siu, ya Pate, Shanga, ukiwa na mgonjwa ambaye hahitaji kulazwa kwa magonjwa ya kiasi cha hospitali hii, homa zile, kuharisha, madengu, fever zile, zaweza zikatibiwa hapa hapa. Maana kwamba kuna level zile ni kwamba huenda ikatokea shida ikashindikana kutibiwa hapa, ikabidi ipelekwe Faza, ama itolewe Faza ipelekwe King Fahad, ama itolewe King Fahad iende Mombasa. Hiyo ni system, sisi ni one healthcare system. Haimaanishi tukijifanya sio hivi basi huduma zote zitapatikana. Maana watu wengine hufanya shere, mmeweka scan na kizingitini, mbona bado mgonjwa watumwa Faza? Kama shida si ya kiasi cha pale, lazima atatumwa Faza. Na kama Faza wameshindwa, lazima atatumwa King Fahad. Kwa sasa hali tulionayo ni
kuwakabidhi equipment katika maternity ward hii. Tuko na labor beds, tuko na ordinary beds, tuko na oxygen unit. Tumeleta hapa pia furniture items na vitu vingine ambavyo kama daktari amesema karibu shilingi milioni 4.6. Hii ni kuonyesha kuwa kama daktari alivyosema, tunataka wakina mama wakiwa wajawazito wanazaa kwa heshima. Daktari alisema kwa heshima. Wakati huu wote takwimu za kiafya zinaonyesha tangu tuanze uhusiano huu kumekuwa na mabadiliko mema sana. Tunaona kuwa wale wakina mama ambao wanakuja kuzaa karibu 92% sasa wanakuja katika maternity, wanazaa kwa kiheshima.
Huu mradi umechukua miaka mingi ili jumba kumalizwa, kwa sababu tulianza ujenzi wakati wa awamu ya kwanza nilipokuwa governor, lakini baada ya 2017 ujenzi haukuendelea, na ndio sasa tumekuja tumemaliza na tumelifungua rasmi jengo hili la dispensary. Na muhimu ni kuwa tumepata ufadhili mkubwa wa vifaa kupitia shirika la Safaricom Foundation. Wametupatia equipment na furnishings ya hospitali hii. Kwa hivyo nataka kuchukua hii fursa kushukuru Safaricom Foundation kwa msaada wao mkubwa, na wao wametuwezesha kufungua jengo hili kwa upesi kwa sababu ya ufadhili wao.
Now on local sports news, the 2024 FKF Women's Cup draw took center stage today at the Kenya Institute of Special Education, KISE. A total of 22 teams participated in the draw, comprising 8 FKF Women Premier League clubs, 4 FKF Women's Super League clubs, 6 Women Division 1 clubs, and 4 regional and county clubs.
The sixth and last match of the preliminary round, Embu Queens from Embu will see Embu Queens from Embu host the final match of the preliminary round. Embu Queens will be hosting the Gospel Women FC, playing in the Women's Premier League. Match number 4, ladies and gentlemen.
I know the competition will not be that easy, but on my side, nafikiria tumejipanga ya kutosha. So sina shida yote, tumejipanga ya kutosha, but we respect all the teams in this competition because they are there to win. But at the same time, we are also there to win. So it will not be that easy, but niko optimistic enough we'll carry the day.
Tuna go for each and every game that tuna get. So vile umesema tumeignite fire tayari. I think juu team imegel, tusha blend, tuko ready sahi kwa opponent wote, na vile umesema kila siku si tunatake one match at a time. It doesn't matter kama ni friendly, kama ni league, ama ni cup kama hii. Sina plan ya kusign more players. Nimesign 2 players but nimekuwa nao all along. Tumekuwa tukitrain nao, walikuwa on loan Buja, so wakachelewa on ITC, so wamekuwa part of the team from the beginning, na si sign zaidi hapo hivi.
Ahead of Liverpool's clash with Aston Villa in the FA Cup, Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp has announced that he will leave the team at the end of the 2023 to 2024 season. Klopp made his move to the Premier League in October 2015 when he signed for Liverpool, winning the club a first Premier League title in 2020 and a 6th Champions League crown in 2019. Klopp, who is contracted until 2026, says he is running out of energy to do the job to the best of his ability, and stepping down is a decision he is convinced is the right one to take. And with that, we come to the tail end of our news tonight. On behalf of the whole team that made this bulletin a success, have yourselves a blessed night. My name is Gloria Musimbi, and on the sign language interpretation tonight has been Boniface Murithi. Coming up next is Friday Frenzy. Stay tuned.
Envision a future where you enjoy the things that truly matter to you. At Enwealth Capital Limited, we are committed to making this future a reality for you. Invest in the Enwealth Money Market Fund, meticulously crafted to help you achieve your financial aspirations from as little as 1,000 Kenyan shillings. Visit www.enwealth.co.ke/capital or call 0700-617-443 for more information. Enwealth, for a better tomorrow. Enwealth Capital Unit Trust Scheme is approved by Capital Markets Authority, which does not take responsibility for the financial soundness of the scheme. Prices of shares and income may fluctuate, and the right to redeem shares may be suspended.